Warning: any techniques or actions seen in this video are purely for entertainment purposes. None of the speakers on camera are acting in an official instructional capacity. Do not try this at home. And all that other legal bullshit.
Okay, so today I'm going to be going over the 7 side controls. I'm a really good side control guy. A lot of secret people don't know it, but you have to know multiple side control positions, and you have to be able to transition between them constantly and smoothly to hold what is considered a side control. Okay, I'm going to turn the angle here, and then I'm gently pull the knee this way, like that, all right? Okay, cool. Okay, basic side control right here, as I taught it, you want this knee in the armpit, this knee on the hip, this elbow on the hip, and then this arm around the back of the head, which is called a cross face. I don't know why, it just is. If you have long enough arms, you can clasp them together right here. If not, you keep them like this. A big important detail here is you want your weight centered right on their sternum. You don't want it off here, and then they can scoot that way, and then you don't want it over here, because then they can push you that way and get an under. So this is the standard side control right here. Okay. The next position I'm going to show right here, in order of importance to me, is called the Kasukatame or the scarf hold. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut here under this shoulder. Okay, the reason you're doing that is if I have my shoulder on the ground, I can move off of it, but if you pull the shoulder off the ground, I have a much weaker hip bone. Okay? I'm going to try and cup under this elbow right here, and I'm going to switch my hips like this. Okay, I want this leg straight out right here. Okay, and then to hold this position, what I want to do is get all my weight on the top of his chest. So if he tries to hip up, go ahead. See, I'm on his fulcrum, so there's no opportunity to move me from right here. Okay, so this one's important. Is if he's right here and he starts to dig this underhook under my body, see that, right? I can switch to the scarf hold position and take that away from him. Yes. Okay, and then from right here, I can switch right back into side control. Okay. And then the third one that's really important is north-south. It's not technically a side control, but in jiu-jitsu, when you pass the side control, you get 3 points. And when you go to north-south, you don't get additional points for that. So I still count it in the side control category. So for this one, if he shoots that underhook successfully, right, if I just wait here, he's going to push off and scoot out that way. Okay, if he lets me have this underhook here and he doesn't adjust, I'm going to push off. Okay. So again, if he gets that underhook, or this underhook, right? So get the underhook here, I have to immediately keep my weight on him and then go to a north-south position. And another important thing in this north-south is I have to be able to transition to different positions. So if I can hook this arm back, then I'm back on the side. Okay. So again, we go back here at the north-south. It's always important to keep your weight on them as you transition. Okay, and then yeah, from this north-south position, go ahead, try and move or do something. Okay, now I'm back in the normal side control. Gotta let him get that underhook. Right, he's already got the underhook. Look right here, I'm staying heavy with my chest the whole time. Okay. And then there's different attacks I can try to go for from here. I can try and pin this and attack this arm and, you know, whatever. Or push the arm across, back to the side. I'll always keep my weight on him the entire time I'm moving. If I take my weight off for a second, especially a smaller guy like this, he's gone. Okay. So always keep your chest on. The next one I'm going to go over is a rear side control. So rear side control. Nice try. Okay, this position, normally I can just walk the knees up and turn you, but I'm going to have to grab your elbow here and walk you up here on your side. Okay, so I think you've seen this a couple times in jiu-jitsu where people end up right here. Okay. Jiu-jitsu is kind of difficult to finish, but I like this position a lot because in combat, if you go hold, I have 3 uncontested knees to the spot. Just he can't do anything about it. Or in MMA, I can try to target the floating rib in the kidney. So that's why I like this position right here. Okay, you're going to reach back here and hook the elbow. Okay, and then you're going to walk me up with your knees. Okay, but do not lean over. Okay. Yep. So you got to keep your weight centered on my ribs, and then you're just gonna walk up with the knees. Much better. Okay, now you're gonna wrap this around my head. Like across the other, and then you're just gonna get this out from under my body. There you go. That's the position right there. You gotta make sure weight is straight. You see how it's over? You feel how you're leaning up right there. Here, I'm gonna try 100% now, right? Maybe I'll get it because I'm bigger than you, but that's gonna take me a ton of strength to get. Okay, so again, very precise. You can't be over like that. And again, yeah, here you can knee the spine as many times as you want. I can't really do anything without it. So yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so we're right here in side control. Let's say we switch to Casey Katame right here. I can get his arm right here. Then I push and pin, and then now I pin it here with the knee. Okay, so I can either keep it pinned with the knee right here, or if I really want to, if I can manage to step over the arm. So say the best way to do is, let's say he's going for an underhook right under here in the body. But you missed. Good job. Good job. You go for the underhook right here. No, go back. Yeah, if I can push it down like here, then I can get it like this. Same thing here, though. I want to cup under this shoulder. That way he can't oompa. And the important thing right here is I want to get this head down to the ground so he can't get this arm back. So now both arms are taken up. And over here, start elbowing, hammer fisting. Okay. Important thing, though, is I don't want to be high up here. He's going to hide his head under my body. So I still want to be low down here, and then that way there's real estate. And yeah, your elbows, hammer fist. Okay, so you can do it the proper way with the triangled legs, or you just have the weight on the shin. You can do it this way too. So you're blocking this arm with your head, and now you're hitting it. Now you're going to elbow. Yeah, nice line. Okay, a lot of people mess up the head, and you lift the head just a tiny bit more, and I can get it. I can try to get it back in. So yeah, this is a good crucifix position. Okay, guys, really make sure you lift this shoulder off the ground so I don't have a good oompa. If you're dealing with really explosive people, they may get the good oompa, and then I'm going to get this underhook, and now we're gone. This position is called 100 kilos, which translates to 100 kilos in Portuguese. So this one, the difference here is that they keep this arm on this side. So again, the reason I think they do that is that this makes it a little bit easier to pass. So yeah, if he tries to hip escape out that way, I can follow with the knee on belly a lot easier. So it's good to bait people into passing if you're into stuff like that. Or I think it's a lot easier to come across here for something called a baseball choke. Yeah. Again, that's more of the traditional jiu-jitsu guy stuff I don't really get into, but I should still show it. But yeah, that's just the 100 kilos position. Again, something I'll go over. So same thing as a regular side control. You just have this arm right here. You still want your weight centered and all of that. And again, it's good bait to where if they just try to hip escape, you can go straight to knee on belly. So again, if you keep this knee tight, I can't really recover guard. So if I try to hip out, now you pass into that knee on belly. Yeah. And you can switch between the two very quickly, right? Now you put your elbow back over. Oh, now you're in regular side. It's also good if you have the regular side control. If you have the regular side control, if I'm starting to get this underhook, you just take it away. Yeah, there we go. Now I don't have it anymore. Knee on belly. This position is better when they're being lazy. So sometimes what they'll do is like cross this leg, foot over.
Try to keep it from passing.
Yeah, like this. To try and keep you from passing. I'm gonna keep my hand down just so I don't kill you, but you don't want to do that with your partner. You the opposite. Okay. So one thing I can do right here is I can go with this hand here to block you from keeping that knee up. Okay, here I'm gonna get the knee on the belly. Again, I'm keeping my hand here. I don't normally want to do that. And then I want this leg up to base. Okay. Again, realistically, I'm taking this off, making him carry it right here. This is important. I don't want to be down here. Okay, I want to be here, all my weight on this knee, and I'm still balanced with this leg. Okay, you want to be dick, you want to control the plexus. Okay, you want to be stable, you just want to go to the heel plexus to the side of his body. Yeah, knee on belly. I have the hand right here to block the hip if you can get it. Here, you want to try not to leave those stance, just keeping your weight. You want to move your weight to your legs and your body. Again, realistically, you guys are not going to have this stand here. You're going to be up tall, balance of our body. Slide your knee inside that elbow. There you go, not bad. Okay. Now again, you want to go until your foot touches the side of my body. You want to get the whole shin on me. That way you have more stability. And one posture up. There you go. You should be able to balance. Okay. Now you want to be flat on that foot. That way, if I move, you can chase me. Or you've got balance. There we go. You don't take that weight off. I can take it. There we go. Yeah. That's terrible for me. Good. If you really want to hold this position and be a dick, you're going to do a can opener back here. So both hands. Yeah. Hold the top of the head like that. Okay. Yeah, now drive that foot in. Okay, because you have control of this neck. I don't have any hip movement. Okay, so if you want to be a jerk and just hold the position like this, yeah. This is really hard. Again, if you go in the solar plexus, yeah, most people are going to tap to that.